Welcome everyone. Today I'll be solving question number 48 of the 2021 GATE Biotechnology paper. The question is, in a random mating population, capital Y and small y are dominant and recessive alleles respectively. If the frequency of capital Y allele in both sperm and egg is 0.70, then the frequency of capital Y small y heterozygotes rounded off to two decimal places is. So what they're saying is there are two genes, capital Y, which is dominant, and small y, which is recessive, in this randomly mating population. Right? And they're asking you to find out the frequency of heterozygotes, that is, organisms which have both the capital Y and small y allele. So there will be three types of individual. One is a dominant homozygote, which will have two capital Y alleles. A recessive homozygote, which will have two small y, and a heterozygote, which will have one capital Y and one small y. So they're asking you to find out the frequency of occurrence of this individual in this population. So when you talk about frequency or probability, the sum of the total probabilities of the individual events that can occur is always equal to 1. So that means the probability of allele capital Y occurring plus the probability of the allele small y occurring is equal to 1. They have given you the probability or the frequency of capital Y, which is 0.7. So that means you can find out the frequency of small y, which is equal to 0.3. Okay. So now that you have the frequency of capital Y and of small y, you can find out the frequency of the heterozygote. So according to the Hardy-Weinberg equation, p square plus 2pq plus q square equals to 1. In this case, p square is the frequency of the dominant individuals, that is the homozygous dominant individuals. Q square is the frequency of the homozygous recessive individuals, and 2pq is the frequency of the heterozygous individuals. So again, using this formula, you can find out the frequency of heterozygotes. So 2 into p into q. So P in this case is the frequency of the dominant allele and Q in the case is the frequency of the recessive allele. So that means 2 into 0.7, which is the frequency of capital Y, into 0.03, which is the frequency of the small y, is equal to 0.42. So the answer in this case is 0.42. That is the frequency of the heterozygote is 0.42. And since you have to round out to the two decimal places and it's already two decimal places, you don't have to do any rounding off. So this is the answer for this question. I hope that was easy for you to understand. Thank you so much for listening.